If you've ever walked into a house and felt like every room looked like every other house on the block, you already know the problem. Same throw pillows from the same big box store, same mass-produced wall art, same beige everything. It's not that these things look bad, it's that they look like nothing. They don't say anything about the person who lives there. And today we're talking about something that fixes that completely, using nothing but yarn, a hook, and a little bit of patience. We're going to look at some of the most beautiful, most unique crochet home decor pieces out there. The kind of pieces that make people walk into your house and stop in their tracks and ask, "Wait, where did you get this?" And the best part is, the answer isn't a store. The answer is you made it. So let's talk about the real problem here. A lot of people think crochet home decor means one thing and one thing only. That's scratchy granny square blankets sitting on the back of your grandma's couch. Maybe a doily or two. Nothing wrong with those things. They have their charm. But that image is stuck in a lot of people's heads, and it's stopping them from seeing what crochet can actually do in a modern home. The truth is, crochet home decor today has almost nothing to do with that old image. We're talking about giant woven wall hangings that look like they belong in a design magazine. We're talking about plant hangers that turn a boring corner into the coolest spot in the room. We're talking about rugs, lampshades, baskets, even furniture covers, all made stitch by stitch, all completely one of a kind. And once you understand how much range this craft actually has, you start to see your whole house differently. Let's start with something simple but incredibly effective, the humble plant hanger. If you've got even one houseplant, a crochet plant hanger changes the entire vibe of a room. Instead of a plain pot sitting on a shelf, you get this flowing, textured net holding your plant up in the air, letting the leaves spill down over the sides. The shapes people are making now go way beyond a basic macrame-style knot. You can find crochet plant hangers shaped like diamonds, honeycomb patterns, even ones that look like little baskets woven out of thick cotton rope. Hang 3 or 4 of them at different heights near a window, and suddenly you've got what looks like an indoor jungle corner that took real design skill to put together. And the thing is, once you learn the basic stitch pattern, you can make one of these in an afternoon. Now, let's step it up a bit and talk about wall hangings. This is where crochet really starts to show off. Picture a large circular piece, maybe 2 or 3 feet wide, made with layers of fringe, different textures and colors that fade from cream to rust to deep brown, like a sunset frozen in yarn. These pieces are often called fiber art, and they've become a huge trend in interior design, but most people don't even realize crochet is behind so many of them. Unlike a painting or a framed print, a piece like this has depth. It has texture you can actually feel. Light hits it differently depending on the time of day because of all those raised stitches and looped fringe catching shadows. When you put something like this above a couch or a bed, it becomes the first thing anyone notices when they walk into the room. And no two of these are ever exactly the same because every crocheter puts their own stitch tension, their own color choices, their own little quirks into the piece. That's something you'll never get from a print you bought online that 10,000 other people also bought. Let's talk about baskets next, because this might be one of the most underrated crochet decor pieces out there. Chunky yarn baskets made with thick rope-like fiber are strong enough to hold blankets, magazines, toys, whatever you need organized in a room. But here's the thing, they don't just organize your space, they decorate it at the same time. A big cream-colored crochet basket sitting next to your couch, overflowing with a soft throw blanket, looks intentional and cozy in a way that a plastic bin never will. Some people make these baskets in bold stripes, others in gradient colors that shift from dark to light as you go up the sides. And because the stitches are thick and structured, these baskets actually hold their shape really well. So they're not just pretty, they're functional too. Then there's the coaster and plate mat category, which sounds small, but trust me, it makes a huge difference on a table. Think about the last time you saw a table set with plain, boring plate mats versus one set with handmade crochet plate mats in a pattern like a starburst or a spiral. The difference is night and day. These small details are often what make a space feel curated instead of just furnished. Crochet coasters in fun geometric shapes, hexagons, flowers, even little cactus shapes for a kitchen table add personality to a spot in your house that people actually look at every single day.
Now let's get into rugs, because this is where things get seriously impressive. Making a full-size crochet rug is a bigger project, no doubt about it, but the payoff is huge. Picture a round rug made from thick t-shirt yarn in a spiral pattern that moves from a deep navy in the center out to a soft gray on the edges. Or picture a rectangular rug made from woven crochet strips sewn together, giving it this braided, textured look that feels expensive but actually costs way less than a store-bought designer rug. A handmade rug becomes the anchor of a room. Everything else, your furniture, your wall art, your lighting, all of it gets built around that one unique piece sitting in the middle of the floor. And because you made it, or because someone made it specifically for that space, it fits the room in a way a mass-produced rug from a warehouse never could. Let's talk about lampshades for a second too, because this one surprises people. Crochet lampshades, when the light shines through them, create the soft, warm, dotted pattern on the walls and ceiling, almost like lace shadows moving around the room. It's subtle, but it completely changes the mood of a space at night. Instead of harsh, flat light, you get this gentle, patterned glow. Some people make these in warm oranges and reds for a cozy cabin feel, others in white and cream for something more clean and modern. Now here's where things get really interesting, because there's one type of crochet decor piece that takes everything we just talked about and pushes it to another level entirely. Picture a full crochet chandelier or a hanging ceiling piece made of dozens of small crocheted shapes, mandalas, circles, and doilies, all connected together and dyed in ombre shades, hanging from the ceiling like a piece of art suspended in midair. When you turn on a light behind it or let sunlight pass through it, the whole thing casts this incredible layered shadow across the entire room. This is the kind of piece that takes weeks, sometimes months to complete. It requires patience, planning, and a real understanding of how different stitches, tensions, and shapes come together. But when it's done, there is nothing else like it in any store, anywhere, at any price. This is the piece that turns a house into a home that people remember. This is the moment where crochet stops being a hobby and starts being genuine art. And it's proof that with just yarn and a hook, you can build something that no factory, no big brand, and no mass production line could ever replicate. So, if we zoom back out and look at everything we just went through, the plant hangers, the wall hangings, the baskets, the coasters, the rugs, the lampshades, and finally that show-stopping hanging piece, the pattern here is clear. Crochet home decor isn't stuck in the past. It's not just doilies and granny blankets anymore. It's one of the few